I just wanted to take a few minutes and show you some of the effects of the Hurricane Beryl as it came through. This is just one of the properties in Jamaica, and by far not the worst, but it just shows some of the damage that went through Manchester.
So we came out around 6 a.m. to see what damage had been done from yesterday and look around the property. Lots of trees down there everywhere. One side of our fence made it and one side did not. The dorm itself, there's nothing really notable except for some flapping felting, but luckily we didn't lose any of the ply. A pole came down around the barbecue bounce. A piece of standing seam found in the tree, so at least one piece came off. Lots of trees down the walkway going down to the field. And this is going down to the rock. Lots of trees down. Piece of zinc coming off the dining room. Was filled up. It was freshly painted before it made it through. Yes. Lots of mess and stuff thrown around. The kitchen is going to need some repairs. A piece of the ceiling dropped out along with some of the zincs were ripped off. Came down in between the cottage and the house, and lots of trees down in the road.
Well, here I am in Jamaica, coming in literally one of the first flights that came in after the Hurricane Beryl swept across this country, and it's been and is quite an experience. Landing in Kingston, they didn't get hit very hard at all, so I was thinking, once again, the news blew it way out of perspective, but no, it didn't. The more I got into the country, the worse it seemed to get, and I'm being told I haven't even seen the worst of it by a long shot. One thing that really blows me away is that we had a bit of a gathering today's Sunday, and instead of church we just asked everyone just to come together and just have a time of worship and prayer, and so I went as well, and it was just absolutely beautiful and quite an experience, because these people have had their roofs blown off, they haven't had power since the hurricane, they don't have running water since most of the water is pumped up to wherever they are, and it's just been raining for days afterwards, and so without a roof, and then the rain and everything, and so they're coming to church after living like this for a couple of days, and there's a time for testimonies, and just to hear how they are just praising God through this. All the worship songs that they sang, some of them just in a cappella during the prayer, just singing praise to the Lord, and just so grateful they are to Him for sparing them. And you know, one lady, her praise report was that the glass in her house never shattered, and she didn't really seem too bothered by the fact that her food source all over her yard had been blown over, and her trees and her fruit trees and her gardens, everything was just destroyed. But you know, the Lord had spared the glass on her house, and a tree had fallen, one of her favorite trees had fallen, but you know, praise the Lord, it just missed the truck by the thickness of her hand, and she had nothing but praise to give unto the Lord in spite of the devastation that they had few testimonies like that, but just the whole church gathering together and just praying and praising God, and just, I don't know, I just sat there in silence, just in shock. Wow, we have it so good sometimes, we don't really realize it at all.